Yo guys, it's HYPERX speaking. I'm here with another video of Walk on Arrow. So unfortunately in this gameplay I didn't have my microphone connected, so it didn't record anything I was saying, which is a bit annoying. But instead I've chosen to do a voiceover. So at the moment I was just checking up what they've changed in the new update. I could hear this zombie noise on the right, on my right ear, and I realized that was one of the new things that they've added into the game. So once I look to the right, I'm just adjusting. It seems just getting used to everything. So just closing it. In the last update, they changed the HUD. So that was one of the new things they did in the last update. And they also added a new game mode, which I'll show later on. It wasn't as successful as I thought it was going to be, but we'll see. So yeah, over here, they've added the zombie. So I guess you can take some target practice. If you actually jump up on the range, you can actually have waves coming in. I think, and I was just checking if that explosive barrel is actually an explosive barrel, or just aesthetics in the game. Another change that they made was before you had to open up boxes to see the different items in the game, but now they've just laid it out on a platform, so you get to see the different stabilizers. So this is stabilizer level 1, which where you attach to your bow, and there'll be a laser emitted from it, which makes it a bit easier to fire at enemies. The short bow, as it's in its name, is more for short range, so there's quite a lot of drop in it. This is a charge which increases the power of the arrow, but it's not compatible with the short bow. Then you've got the different levels: stabilizer level 2, stabilizer level 3. Level 3 allows puts almost a crosshair, which makes your shooting a bit more accurate. For some reason, as you might have just seen, my bow kind of flings to the left a bit. I wasn't sure why it was doing that. Then you've got all the bows in the game. I would say it's one of my more favourite ones. It's you charge it up and it goes pretty far. I would say my least favourite is the scatter bow, because I don't really see myself. I say I don't really see myself in very close quarters combat. Sometimes I do, but even with like a composite bow, close quarter combat, it's good enough. So this is a scatter bow. Can shoot at most 7 hours at a time. It's okay. Medium to long range, it's not very good. Then you've got the stun bow. Stun bow is it's an alright bow again. In its name, it stuns the enemy. The stun isn't that effective. It's similar to like Call of Duty stun grenade. Like you can still get a kill even while you're stunned. So I wouldn't say it's the most effective part of the game. Then you've got your melee weapons and your shields. This shield and katana was the first time I was seeing it. And I think it's quite interesting, to be honest, because it might be quite useful, especially if you're crouching in the middle of a game. The shield wasn't compatible with the short bow, but I have some gameplay on it with some other bows that I was using. I think I was using a composite bow and a sniper bow with the shield, which is quite effective. And then you got your shield and your armor. So this is another part they added, a target range. So at the beginning I wasn't doing very well because I was shooting off very quickly, thinking I'm Legolas. But I learned the hard way, I'm not really like that. But after a while I got used to the left and right movement. I just guess it's about being a bit patient. You have to wait until it comes back round. So sniper bow, again, good bow, it charges up as well, similar to a composite bow. So you get to shoot a bit further up. Yeah, so as soon as I started being a bit more patient and waiting for the target to come back, it was a lot more easier. Moving on, went to go see what the zombie one was about. Very similar, except it's just a zombie this time. I have to shoot through the begin button. I'll say the sniper bow is one of the best bows in the game if you've got a very steady hand. When you're shooting quite far, it's a bit more difficult, and now I'm looking to get into a game. So bomb mode and team deathmatch, I want to say, is the two new ones they've added in. War mode is personally my favorite. It's just a standard free-for-all 10 players just fighting to kill each other. You know, I like that. Bomb mode is quite interesting. There's some gameplay later on in the video of bomb mode. Guardian mode I played it very briefly. I don't actually have any gameplay up on it. It's similar to zombies. So now I'm loading up into team deathmatch. Team deathmatch. It was a bit of a fail for me. So I got into a game straight away, as you can see, equipped with the short bow. It was my first time, so I was still trying to adjust to what was going on. I was seeing what this was. I thought maybe there's still people coming into the game, but it started relatively quickly. And what I found out was that it wasn't really a team deathmatch, it was more of a 1v1. And I personally left, which wasn't fun. I was hoping it was going to be more like 5v5. And I'm sure it's supposed to be like that. I don't know if it's because they put matchmaking, so now I'm in. So 5 minutes left on the clock, they give you everything you want. I guess the spawns are fixed as well, so I imagine if they were quite a strong team, they could have you, they could be spawn killing you from the beginning of the game. So I can imagine, like you'll see now, it's literally symmetrical, and the distance isn't that far to the enemy base. So at the moment I'm just looking for an enemy, and I realised that it is pretty much one-on-one, because I'm not seeing any teammates and I'm not seeing any enemies coming towards me. My fear was that it was going to be more like 1v5. And as you saw, the pumpkin head guy, that's the enemy right there. And I missed my first shot. And I get him with a headshot, 7 damage. A headshot, so all my damage there, and I've just lost it back. So it was, I guess it was okay, but I was expecting more of a team deathmatch after I killed him. I was like, do I really want to stay here? Now that I'm watching this again, I think I just saw him spawn behind me. I'm not sure at this point I'm just going to look around, seeing what the map is like. Seeing if there's any attachments or items on the other side, but it seems like everything is at spawn maybe. But I'm not entirely sure, I didn't really go around exploring, and then there's a care package there. I thought, let me go check what the care package is saying. Didn't really bother looting him, he might have had some decent loot. This is where, at the point where I was trying to see if I could find the scoreboard.
Can't move there.
And then I realised that I realised this previously when I was playing, that on the side of your, I'm using HTC Vive, on the side of your Vive, there's a button that every time you click it, you turn around. Sometimes it's kind of put me off when I'm in a 1v1 situation. So it's kind of it kind of glitched there, because as you just saw, there was armor and I wasn't able to pick it up, so I don't know what was going on there. But now I've got the level 2 shield attached. Now I'm going towards the enemy. I have to admit, the shield is good, obviously, when you got an enemy shooting arrows at you, but when you're trying to make a shot and you have to try and look through the shield as well, it's a bit annoying. If I remember correctly, it's a bit different when it comes to sniper, because the sniper you have the reticle and so you can kind of see like a few, or however far you zoom in, and then I kill him. I think it was at this point I was just thinking, okay, I think I want to go now. Yeah. So I left. It doesn't seem that to be that much slack on my headset, but I think in the later game I realised that I hit my wall a few times. So now I'm trying the new game mode, bomb mode. Yeah, going back to me hitting the wall, I've never actually hit the wall in any of my other games, so that particular day I was just hitting the wall constantly. Not sure what was going on. I think I need to readjust my sensors. I think I might have knocked one of them out of place. So this is bomb mode. I thought bomb mode was going to be more of like a game mode. I didn't really have any thoughts. I thought it was going to be an objective game mode, but maybe you have to go and one of you defuses a bomb, or one, I don't know. I'm thinking search and destroy Call of Duty, but it was nothing like that. But at least there was actually people more than one person to play. 4, 3, 2, 1. This was my first time playing this particular game mode. It was I wouldn't say it's one of my favourites, so I didn't know what was going on. It took me a few seconds to realise, but then I realised that you don't actually get damage in this game. It's all about knocking your enemy off the platform. So that's that part, I almost knocked myself off. So I was very close. Oh, I actually just said that I was frozen. I'm not sure how it was.
Can't move there.
Yeah, that was a
platform is
right
falling.
There. You see, I'm trying to shoot the guy, and I end up shooting him and also shooting him. And I'm not sure if it's the kill, or if it's just the fact that I died. Yeah, so I'm trying to
Can't move there.
So I'm still trying to learn how to play this.
Can't move there.
It was decent.
Yeah.
It's a laugh. That's really it. Yeah, it was starting to bug me. You can see on the bottom left
platform is falling.
So right now I'm getting used to it, and I realise it's better if you shoot someone high. See what's going on. You have a better chance of hitting people rather than hitting yourself. The last thing you want to do is hit yourself off.
Platform is falling.
I don't know, maybe it would have happened because I didn't see it. No, so as you can see, it's 100% off, so you don't feel much
Double kill.
So now I'm first.
Platform is falling.
Yeah, I'm gonna be going
Can't
up.
move there.
I don't want to be so close to the enemy, and I'm trying to make it back, and it's just not working. They're saying you can't do it, and I'm just like,
Can't move there.
let me do it, and I just do that.
Can't move there. Can't
To
move there.
his death. Myself.
Can't move there. Can't move there.
I'm
You have been slain.
So yeah, see on the leaderboard. I like the fact that they got the leaderboard up front. You know,
Platform is falling.
Everyone gets to see it. Trying to find a way. And it's a brief element where you don't take any explosive damage. I don't know how I feel about that. Because like, I'll be sitting on this platform right here, and enemies will spawn here. And obviously, I'm trying to shoot them, but they get the advantage. That will get hit.
Double kill.
Platform is falling.
Can't move there. Can't move
It's
there.
going decent.
You
I
have been slain.
wonder if I end up winning this. Maybe I do, who knows. And then I fall off again. I don't even know if that was someone that killed me or if it's I wonder if they should allow you to just that you'll die. Maybe just so as soon as I'm trying to move somewhere, I can't always highlight red. And I think they should set out. Maybe they
Can't move there.
I know the game's about to end. It's a good game though. Came second. Barbed Wire did a madness. Got 9 for 7. I did realise besides the first guy who left the game early, I got 0 for 0 in these kills. So I didn't do too bad. 8 for 5. Did decent amount. There was one guy that did 6 for 11. I was just like, wow. Are you dying 11 times, man? Are you dying 11 times? So at this point, I think I go into a war game because after that it was just a bit all over the place. I wanted to play something I was happy with playing, you know, something I'm comfortable with. So I just wanted to quickly go check the zombies, but it got me into a game quite quickly. Think I get one shot on him, yeah. The game is good though. Like I've got a solid, I think 9 hours on it now, maybe. Maybe that's a bit of a push, but it's enjoying. Like I got all my friends to play it at uni and they've enjoyed it as well. I think it just needs a bit more marketing to get a few more people in. This was the Battle Royale. So this was a new map I played. It was good. It was a good map. Decent. I prefer a bit more of an urban area because I realised that a lot of loot and stuff is in buildings. And when you're in this open space, you can't really find loot unless you're
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
We're gonna start. 4 seconds. First thing I always like to do when I'm in a battle royale is go look for more arrows because 5 is never enough. I get like the last thing I want is fighting someone and another person comes and they start hitting me when I've only got like 1 arrow left. It's a bit annoying. So I read in one of the loading screens that if you get the hammer and you start swinging it rigorously, you kind of teleport in that direction. And I was trying to do it now, but it just wasn't working. So I was just like, okay, forget this. Let's just carry on. And I think I start hearing someone outside. So I was just collecting all my arrows. So now I've got 25. always good to, yeah, I wanted to get another bow, but it was just glitching a bit, like I'm trying to grab it, it's
Composite
not
ball
grabbing.
obtained.
Composite bow. It's always important to have a helmet, but I can really find myself
Can't
to
move
calm
there.
instead, and health self-explanatory. When you're in the middle of a fight, you always got to heal. Trying to look for these guys and I get one shot on him, headshot, and he's on like less than 10, and I also get another shot on that guy. I'm on like 89 health, and I lost where the first guy went. I think he's the one that to the right. And I'm missing these easy shots, and I'm at 38. And I think at this point I'm like, okay, I need to heal. You know, I need to heal before I get hit again. Because 38 is pretty much a one shot. So healing is quite nice in the game. That guy just died by a headshot. And I see that guy that just slipped off the building. Thinking, maybe I should beat him. But I realized it's the enemy if you're coming into the building and they're the one standing still. And then at this point, I'm trying to fight another guy and I get shot in the back by the guy on the right. And it goes. I deserved it. I deserved it. I should have paid a bit more to my surroundings. I got a bit excited thinking I could take everyone on, and I learned the hard way that I'm no Legolas yet. I'm no Legolas. Maybe one day. And I'm thinking I'm not going to play another battle royale. Let me go look for a war game instead and enjoy that. So I'm going to end part 1 here. And part 2 will be the war game and the zombie. Okay, so if you watch this, like and subscribe. And watch the next video as well if you're enjoying the game. If you want to play together, then feel free to comment below.